Meghann Fahy gained widespread attention for her role as Daphne in the second season of The White Lotus, playing the unpredictable wife of Cameron, portrayed by Theo James. She quickly became the show's breakout star, praised by media and fans alike. However, she has been in the spotlight for a little while. Her journey from humble beginnings to co-starring in one of HBO's biggest shows has been remarkable, and she's set for an even brighter future in acting. Here are 10 things you probably didn't know about Meghann Fahy. She knew she wanted to perform from a young age. Meghann Fahy was born on April 25, 1990 in Longmeadow, Massachusetts. She started performing at just 8 years old with a local singing group called Dan Kane and Friends, mentored by Dan Kane, who she says had a big impact on her life. Musical talent runs in her family. Her brother sings and writes songs, her mom sang in a band in high school, and her uncle was an actor in New York. Her first acting experience was playing Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz for her high school's senior class play, even though the school didn't have a theater program. She told J14, "I didn't do theater growing up. We didn't even really have a theater group in my high school, but every year they did the senior class play." She almost pursued psychology to become a therapist, but her love for performing took over, leading her to an acting career. She got her start on stage. After discovering her love for acting and singing, theater felt like a natural fit for Meghann Fahy. On Jimmy Kimmel Live, she shared how she got her first acting job at 18. Living at home in Massachusetts after high school, she reluctantly went to an open audition in New York for Spider-Man: Turn Off the Dark. She said, "I really didn't want to go because I was so nervous," but her mom strong-armed her into going. Though she didn't get the role, the casting director noticed her and recommended her for Next to Normal, a musical about a family dealing with the mother's bipolar disorder. Initially, she was the understudy for Jennifer Damiano, but when Damiano left to star in Spider-Man: Turn Off the Dark, Fahy took over the role. She supported herself by waitressing and nannying on the side. Meghann Fahy, like many performers, moved to New York City to pursue her dream of starring on Broadway. While she found success, it wasn't enough to pay the bills. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, she shared how she worked as a waitress and nanny, even crying over her first paycheck because it was much less than expected. Her debt followed her for years until she got her first big TV role. Her first television appearance was on Gossip Girl. While starring on Broadway in Next to Normal, Meghann Fahy got an agent and began auditioning. She landed a small role on Gossip Girl in 2009, where she appeared in 2 scenes as an assistant to a businessman. Although the filming took only 1 day, Fahy felt nervous and embarrassed, especially after breaking a shoe and loudly typing on a computer during a scene, unaware that sound needed to be controlled. Despite her mistakes, the cast was kind, and it was a positive, though intimidating, first TV experience. After Gossip Girl, she had several one-off roles on TV shows like The Good Wife and Law & Order SVU. She also acted in short films, building her portfolio. Over time, she gained recognition and began landing more roles, but it took years before she got her big break. She made it big with the soap opera One Life to Live. In 2010, while performing on Broadway at night, Meghann Fahy spent her days filming the ABC soap opera One Life to Live, where she appeared in over 80 episodes as Hannah O'Connor, a villain fans love to hate. Originally meant to appear in only 2 or 3 episodes, her role expanded to a full year. The role taught her how to memorize reams of dialogue. On Jimmy Kimmel Live, she shared a funny encounter with soap opera fans who recognized her as the bitch from One Life to Live, yelling at her as if she were her character. She became known for playing Sutton on The Bold Type. You might recognize Meghann Fahy from her role as Sutton Brady on The Bold Type, which many consider her big break. The show ran for 5 seasons from 2017 to 2021 and followed the characters as they worked at a magazine while balancing their personal lives. She said in an interview with Harper's Bazaar that The Bold Type was her first time as a series regular, and she felt lucky to be part of it. She accidentally kicked Jennifer Coolidge in the face while filming The White Lotus. Meghann Fahy shared a funny and awkward moment from filming The White Lotus during an interview on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. While filming a scene where her character Daphne finds Tanya's dead body in the ocean, Fahy accidentally kicked her co-star, Jennifer Coolidge, in the face. The crew wanted a shot of Fahy's foot touching Coolidge's body underwater, but Fahy couldn't see where Coolidge was. She said, "She came up out of the water, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry." And she was like, "Hey man, you gotta just go for it. Don't worry about me." She won her first award in 2017. Meghann Fahy has been nominated for several awards throughout her career, including a Teen Choice Award and a Women's Image Network Award. Her first nomination came in 2017 for her role in the short film Lily Mara, which was only 12 minutes long, but earned her the Best Actress Award at the One Reeler Short Film Competition. 6 years later, in 2023, she received even more recognition when she and her The White Lotus co-stars won the Screen Actors Guild Award for Outstanding Performance by an Ensemble in a Drama Series. With her growing success, we're excited to see what's next for her. Her role in The White Lotus brought her international recognition. Meghann Fahy first auditioned for Alexandra Daddario's role in Season 1 of The White Lotus, but didn't get it. When she heard about Season 2, she quickly sent in another audition video and had a Zoom meeting with the show's creator, Mike White, who cast her as Daphne. In an interview with Glamour, she said, "After I found out that I was cast, I got the script shortly thereafter, and I sat on my couch and read episodes 1 through 7 cover to cover in one sitting because I just couldn't stop reading it." She also enjoyed filming in Italy, exploring during her free time, and making friends with the cast. She avoids reading online comments, but she believes viewers loved Season 2. She brings a lot of herself into her characters. Meghann Fahy puts parts of herself into the characters she plays, saying in an interview with InStyle that she can't help it. She worked hard to make her the bold-type character Sutton unique by adding her own qualities, and she did the same with Daphne in The White Lotus, with guidance from the show's creator, Mike White.